tour of the White House with his daughter, a policeman must spring into action to save his daughter and protect the president from a group of heavily armed intruders. This is White House Down.
This is John Cale. I'm in the White House. They've taken the building and they're holding hostages, including my daughter.
Alpha 1, do you have the target? Roger that. We're holding the president in the library.
That's the library. Don't go in there. Just... Oh, this is so stupid.
I was actually looking forward to White House Down for what it's worth, mainly because of the cast. I like Channing Tatum, I like Jamie Foxx, and I like a lot of other people that I didn't even know were in it until the beginning credits started rolling. And of course, it's Roland Emmerich, so I wasn't going in expecting anything in terms of story or in terms of characters. I was mainly just expecting it to be a fun action movie where, once again, something blows up, something gets destroyed. And I gotta say, it is entertaining, it is enjoyable, but surprisingly, the best part, what you go into a Roland Emmerich film for, the effects, the explosions, the destruction, wasn't that good. In fact, all of the effect shots looked like crappy video game quality. And I would say the best parts of the movie, oddly enough, are when the movie is a little bit quieter. Like the first 20 minutes or so, it's just sort of character development. I was thinking, oh great, we'll actually have some characters I care about because of all this development, so when shit starts to hit the fan, I will be a little more invested. But then I wasn't. However, I still loved the character development, if that makes any sense. But let's get a little more into White House Down, starting off with the plot, which, like I said, you don't go into a Roland Emmerich film necessarily expecting much in terms of plot. And it's definitely pretty light. In fact, I would have to say, as far as the writing goes, I was very surprised by the amount of humor in the movie. Sort of oddly placed humor sometimes. Sometimes I thought it was funny and I laughed. But in general, it was just very surprising and definitely not what I expected based on the trailer. And I didn't see all the trailers. I only saw one or two, and it was mainly just looking like a gritty action movie. So I was surprised by that. I was also surprised by the fact that, like I said, I was more interested in the quieter moments of the movie. Totally weird, and I'm sure maybe I'm in the minority on that. But yeah, that's honestly how I felt, and whenever it was a little bit quieter and it was just people talking or sneaking around, I was way more into it than when things were exploding. Speaking of things exploding, Roland Emmerich, I don't know what the deal is, but this looked like garbage. I don't know if he just didn't have his glasses on or what, but I really didn't think the effects were very good. And I mean, maybe a few years ago it would have been, but now everything looked like not even as good as a video game. It looked like a crappy video game. So I thought that was really bizarre as well, because usually the graphics are really good in these movies. That's kind of the whole point, and that's what I was looking forward to. But I wasn't completely taken out of the movie by that, because I thought the action sequences were put together relatively well. I thought they were coherent, and I understood what was going on. It wasn't like too close-up shaky cam where you don't even know where the hell you are. I would say, though, that in general it was put together a little weird. So even though some scenes were done well, other scenes weren't. Like I said, kind of the oddly placed humor here and there. And so, yeah, in general, I guess maybe in the editing, it felt kind of disjointed. And acting-wise, like I said, that was the main reason I was looking forward to the movie. I thought Channing Tatum was great. I thought Jamie Foxx was pretty good, sometimes a little too hammy or hammier than I expected, like when he's talking about his Jordans, when he's kicking the guy in the face. I thought that was a little weird. Like I said, maybe that's just the oddly placed humor, though, not him so much. I thought they were good, really good together, actually. I also thought the rest of the cast was great. I'm not going to get into them because there are just so many damn people, but I really thought everybody did a good job. I thought everyone had a good performance, especially the daughter, who usually kids can bug me, but I thought she did a good job. I also want to mention Ben from What the Flick. I was very surprised to see him and happy to see him in there, so that was pretty cool. But overall, that's really all I can say about White House Down. It's another Roland Emmerich film, and by the way, they did mention Independence Day in there somewhere. I thought that was kind of funny. But in this case, the effects really kind of just took away from it a bit. Didn't take me out of it completely because I thought it was well enough put together when the effects were really, you know, being shown off. So overall, I had a good time with White House Down while I was watching it in theaters. Will I remember it in the long run? No. But let me know in the comments what you thought of White House Down. Let me know what you thought of the effects. Do you think I'm going a little overboard with how bad I thought they were? I mean, I really did not think they were good. Let me know what you thought of the acting. Let me know what you thought of the humor in the movie. Did you think it was oddly placed or did you like it? Let me know anything that you want about White House Down.